Welcome to our Can Do class today. The class is 3 ways to eat more fiber, and I'm Judy Palkin. I'm your Can Do fiber dietitian, and I'm here to help you increase the fiber in your diet. So we've already talked about the benefits of fiber, and namely how fiber is filling and has a lot of satiety value, and that can help with your weight loss efforts because it lets you go longer between meals and snacks and maybe eat less because you're filling up with fiber. And fiber also has a lot of metabolic benefits, like if you have a high LDL cholesterol or high triglyceride, it can help to lower that. If you're struggling with a high blood sugar or high blood pressure, it can help with that. So fiber is wonderful, and let's talk about 3 different strategies, 2 of them especially really important, as you'll see, for how you can increase your fiber intake. So the first one we like to call add-ons or add-ins. We use the terms interchangeably. And what is that? I've got an array of them spread out here, and I'm going to explain what they are to you. They're a lot of fun. Let's start over here. This is wheat bran. Don't know if you can see that, but there's wheat bran. Oat bran, also in the jar here. Wheat germ. And you know what? I'm going to stop right here because I want to explain for those of you that might not know exactly what we mean by the bran and the germ. So, when you have a grain, like a grain of wheat or oat or rice or any other kind of grain, this is a diagram of it. The outer part, that outer shell or whatever, is called the bran. There's a tiny inner part called the germ. So there's your bran, there's your germ. Oh, and I also wanted to mention rice bran is another great bran you can buy. We're out of it here, but rice bran has a really nice sweet taste, really delicious. So think of it as another option. Bob's Red Mill makes a good rice bran that you can buy if you shop in a place where they sell Bob's Red Mill. It's all over. Anyway, so the bran is good because that's where most of the fiber is, as well as lots of vitamins, minerals, other phytochemicals, really healthy. The germ is good. That also has some fiber as well as beneficial other nutrients. The germ is where actually the new plant will come from if it's allowed to germinate. And then the bulk of the grain is actually what we call technically the endosperm. That is starch. So when a grain is refined, as unfortunately is what commonly happens, the bran is removed, the germ is removed, we're left with the endosperm or the starch. It's milled into white flour. So when you're buying white bread, white pasta, white rice, and so on, what you're getting is starch, which is chains of carbohydrate that in your intestines will be broken down into sugar. Okay? So you want that bran, you want that germ, you want whole grain products, but here's another option, the add-ons. So yeah, you want to put wheat bran, wheat germ, oat bran, also rice bran on your foods. Let me mention that wheat bran is a good insoluble fiber. If you remember, insoluble fiber is good for keeping things moving regularly through your GI tract. Keeps you regular, can help to prevent diverticular disease and possibly colon cancer. So that insoluble fiber is important. But extra wonderful is soluble fiber, as in oat bran. Oat bran is a really good source, oatmeal, really good source of soluble fiber. That's got the metabolic effects like lowering your cholesterol, lowering your blood sugar if you're dealing with that. So oat bran is wonderful. Can also be made into a hot cereal in its own right, but here we're looking at it as an add-on. Wheat germ is great. If you grew up hearing that wheat germ is healthy for you, that's right. You want to consider that to be an add-on. So what else do we have? Some nice ground flax seed, also called milled flax seed. Flax is a good source of also soluble fiber, like the oat bran. Here's, any seeds are good. Here's some sunflower seeds. You could also get chia seeds, hemp seeds, sesame seeds. Seeds are good. Seeds are good for fiber and lots of other nutrients. I don't have any nuts here, but nuts are also other great add-ins. Walnuts, almonds, pecans, peanuts, Brazil nuts, you name it. Whatever kind of nuts you like, think of them as an add-in. I've got some dried fruit like raisins, craisins. You can think of legumes as good add-ins, like here's chickpeas, or you can buy dried lentils. You can also buy your beans dried. And here's an apple. I'm going to finish chopping up this apple that I started. Think of your fresh fruit as another good add-in that you can throw onto things. So how is this going to work? What am I going to do with all these wonderful add-ins? Because they look nice here in these bowls, but what are you going to do with them when you've got them home in your kitchen? So here I've got lunch, okay? I've got some yogurt, some nice Stonyfield organic Greek yogurt. Doesn't get much better than that. We all know that's healthy, but it's got no fiber. It's yogurt. So how am I going to change that? Yes, I know you can buy yogurt that's got fiber added to it, but you pay a lot more for that, and you're not getting to pick. It's much more fun to be able to choose and pick and change it up. So here's my yogurt, and what am I going to do? I'm going to add a little wheat bran. Got that good insoluble fiber. I'm going to add some oat bran. Maybe I'm going to add everything. I'll add some wheat germ. I'll add some flax. I'll put on some sunflower seeds. I'll put in some raisins. I'll put in some of my apple. Lots of apple. That's really good for fiber too. It tastes great. And then I like a little cinnamon on it. There you go. What you've got is a regular sundae. Think of it as a breakfast sundae, or a lunch sundae, or part of your dinner, or a snack, or post-workout, or pre-workout. But so healthy, and you made it, and you can design it any way you want. Maybe you prefer one of these over the others. Maybe you like to switch it up every day. But there you go.